Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. CCX here. Welcome back to Bayonetta. In the last episode, we ended up taking Cereza back to Luca, even though we didn't really need to take her back to Luca. And in this part, I'm showing you where the last piece of the oddity equipment is located, because I am a derp and I completely forgot it. It's where in the same location where you were fighting the two influence, I actually forgot their names. Anyways, I cut back to where we just meet Rodon before we head to our next boss. Rodon here is going to give us a very cool, unique item. In fact, it kind of ends up making, well, it almost kind of makes the Panther ability useless. It doesn't really make it useless. It's really relatively meh. I mean, you have to keep using the wonderful Panther ability because it's just so much faster. Once you've gotten the Panther ability, never get rid of it. Now, Rodon here is going to give us some ice skates. And speaking of ice skating, has anybody ever really gone ice skating? I remember I'm pretty sure anybody's first time of ice skating, they have always fell flat on their asses. I know I have, and it was good, not fun. Anyways, I go here to end up buying me some insurance, because that's what I'm going to call them now, and end up buying myself another witch heart, because, like I said, I can't be hell-bent on doing the trials to be able to actually get these pieces of hearts. Also, there is a maximum of how much pearls and hearts you can buy, so don't think that there's an infinite supply of it, because there really isn't. Trust me. But anyways, it's time to face the second boss in Bayonetta. Time to face off against the wind element. And now we go ahead and this is the chapter select menu. Might as well, showcase that. And let's go ahead and begin, shall we? The Cradle of Virtue of Temperance. This is gonna be good. Anyways, guys, enjoy the wonderful cutscene. Eventually. Man, these loading times are...
Still cool, Bayonetta.
I feel like a fucking celebrity in this town. See that? Everyone rushes at me like crazed fans. They still haven't figured out that I don't give autographs. I'm not much for the talkative types. How about we have a little fun instead? You did plan on having fun with me, right? There'll be plenty of time for pillow talk afterwards.
Anyways, now it's time for the fight against Temperantia. And Temperantia has a bunch of wonderful wind attacks, and he could be a little bit difficult, or he could be a little bit, easy. To be honest, though, he has just a few attacks. Sometimes when he hits the rock, you're supposed to actually dodge that, but, I just take the shots to the face, because why not? You're always surrounded by platforms, so don't worry that if you fall off, you technically don't take any damage if you fall off, but you do take damage if you get hit by his fist. But then again, that's kind of obvious. Now, when this happens, what happens is you have a certain amount of time to get to a specific platform that will allow you to fight Temperantia without any problems. Sometimes, like I said, the jumping bit is a bit finicky for me. But that's really about it. Occasionally, when he ends up grabbing on a platform, his other arms will try to shoot you or punch you, whatever he decides to do. And, you know, sometimes when he's shooting you, he'll destroy the platform. When you do fall off, though, Bayonetta will automatically go into another platform, and then, you know, the battle just goes back, just follows, just keeps going the way how it always does. So, you know, you don't really have to worry about it. Don't worry though, we'll be taking off this guy's arms, because yeah, these arms can be a bit annoying, and as of right now, this is where I fall. Remember when I said that you go automatically on the platform? Look what happened! Yeah! The game forgot to load. Oh man, that was ridiculous. I'm so glad I actually got that in the recording. Anyways, before we continue on forward with Temperantia, time for some mythology facts. Temperantia represents the element of air, shocking, and the cardinal virtue of temperance. His name is Latin for temperance. Temperantia seems to be based off of the Archangel Gabriel, which is also the ruler of air in Jewish mythism, though not in a medieval and modern tradition, where he rules water instead. Notable, he is one of Audatio, most similar to the human in appearance, and trait Gabriel also shares. He's the only biblical angel to actually be described as resembling a human being instead of an inhuman monstrosity. After you've taken a few damage to Temperantia, you could be able to go ahead and take off one of his arms, and then you have to go ahead and do the cycle once again, because at that point he's really just going to do the same exact thing, except the only difference is now his face is going to attack you instead. Isn't that awesome? Now we got some trivia for Temperantia. As the cardinal virtue of temperance, he must restrain his emotional impulse such as anger. Temperantia is fitting the calmest and auditio while converse with John and Bayonetta. While fighting Bayonetta, however, Temperantia sounds absolutely furious. Written on the gold rings that connect his arms to his body is Enochian letters for word temperance. One can notice if he is in living armor instead of a knight. In addition, his main body is the plate and waist of an armor. His crown is a collar, and the teeth-like structure on top of his arms are a gauntlet attachments to his armor. Temperance is voiced by Yuri Lothanel in both games. He also appears in the anime Bloody Fates, but he has a different voice actor. Shocker. Temperantia looks similar to Zarel, 14th Angel, gonna put it on screen, as soon as seen in Neon Genesis and Evangelion. Ugh. Anyways, after you've taken both of his arms, which you need to, well, actually, we're not really done with both of his arms. We're taking off one of his arms right now. Now, the thing about these bulbous pus things is that occasionally they'll shoot you with projectiles, which you've already seen when we pulled off the first arm, and they'll go ahead and use a shocking impulse, which you can dodge relatively easily. But the thing is about this battle, though, if you've noticed, we haven't really gotten any, like, real chance of activating Witch Time at all. There are some fights, some boss fights that don't relatively activate Witch Time at all, which is a bit weird. I don't know what it is, because, like here, whenever you use the Bat Within defense mitigation, attack mitigation, you can be able to go ahead and activate Witch Time right off the bat. But you can't really do that. I'm not sure if I should go out of my way to buy, which I probably should, buy the item that when I get hit, I end up consuming magic points to activate Witch Time automatically. That probably would help me a little bit better, but it sucks that I got hit by the impulse before I got the pieces broken. Now here I'm trying to look for the last one, and don't worry, there's no real time limit, because Temperantia here, he doesn't really, you know, relatively attacking you. I'm not sure if I'm actually naming him wrong, but, you know, if you really want to name him easily, just name him Temperance. We're basically destroying these to go and get rid of the barrier. Now the thing is, I do not use an item in this fight, because I am a badass, even though I'm clearly getting hit like balls. And this is the showcase of the claws and the ice gates, elemental of ice and fire, how fitting, for twin rovers. Now, once you've gotten rid of all three of the bulbous cores, you can be able to go ahead and now attack the main head. And the thing about the main head is that he'll shoot eye lasers, which will go up in the air and come down. And he has other moves which are very easily telegraphed. And the only move that will probably get you to stop attacking him is technically well, not this move. This move will grab you, but it kind of gives you an ability to stun him. See, the thing is about some of these bosses that you have abilities of stunning them and then you don't have abilities of stunning them. Sometimes it's always just best just to get grabbed so you can just stun them a bit and then you just, you know, you can kill them a lot faster. Now here, this attack is annoying, but for some reason he actually grabbed me instead of doing that attack repeatedly. I'm pretty sure if he kept doing that attack, I probably would have died.
Let me give you back your toy, then. And I didn't make any time for pillow talk.
And that is the end of that boss of Temperantia. He has been defeated. And it seems that John seems to realize that Bayonetta is slowly getting her ability to fight back. And also, if you guys are trying to figure out if we're ever going to realize what's going on in those backstories, stay tuned for Bayonetta 2. Because that's actually one thing that I'm glad that Bayonetta 2 does. I like games that goes with the backstory of certain particular events, even though I kind of wish they did that with Sonic. Well, not with Sonic, with Knuckles in particular, but no, they did not want to go ahead and do that. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this episode of Bayonetta, because as usual, bosses always take longer than actual levels, because I can't speedrun bosses at all. Anyways, in the next episode, we'll be going to Route 666. Yeah, it's always fun. I've been CCX. I'll be see you guys next time. CCX, over and out.